Welcome to the check-in report where the party never ends, ladies and gentlemen. I am your humble host, trueandlivin, and this is the check-in report. Today we are here to talk about a woman who is a POS, and that's a piece of excrement. This woman in question from Trenton, New Jersey. You know how it is in Trenton, New Jersey. They give it up in Trenton, New Jersey. But this woman who was pulled over by the police with a young child in the back seat, instead of pulling over, talking to the police, being an appropriate law-abiding citizen, this person decided to take off in the car with a young child in the back seat, ladies and gentlemen. And while she takes off from the police, she winds up crashing the car with her child in it and hopping out the car and running off while her child is in the back seat, recuperating from the injuries that he had succumbed to. And this was a very disgusting video. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was very vile. But I thought it needed to be talked about. It needed to be, showcased. It needed to be reacted to. What is going on with the modern women? Back in the day, when I was coming up, even the generations before me, women put their children first. They put them before their life goals. They put them against, they put their children before their needs and their wants. But it seems like this new generation of women that are coming up having children or just don't care about their children. Like in the last video, leaving the child at home, or this video where she gets into a car accident and jumps out of the car and starts running with the kid in the back seat. It is disturbing to me. Where are we at in society, and what is going on with the modern woman? Let's talk about it. Let's get into this video here on the Check-In Report. Now, this video comes from the Karen Cam. Karen Cam. That's the name of this video. And anybody that's watching this right now, if you're watching this in the rebroadcast, I want to thank you guys for joining me here on the Check-In Report, where we do the news, where we do the stories. And we are here. We're here to talk about this, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to walk this thing down. Let me just make sure everything is queued up. Okay, everything looks like it's queued up. So let's get into this video of this woman wilding out and get into an accident with a child in the backseat. Let's go to it.
Stop! I have a gun, I'll shoot you! Why? Get the down! Why are you running?
Because I'm scared.
You worried about the baby now?
I really can't breathe. I'm not saying it was right. I'm not a bad person.
I'm gonna tell you what, no funny.
You know what? You don't gotta threaten me because I didn't threaten you.
Out of control already, as you can see. Wild, out of control, and belligerent.
On March 2nd, 2022, officers had pulled over Tempest Isom for multiple prior motor vehicle violations, all while her 5-year-old daughter sat in the...
That's a horrible name. Tempest. That sounds like some woman that's like, trying to sleep with every man's... trying to sleep with every woman's man or something. A tempest? Isn't like a tempest like a woman that like seduces men? It's a horrible name to have for a woman. But let's continue.
Back seat. As the officers approached Isam's vehicle, an unexpected act of aggression occurred. Isam, in her desperation to escape the situation, struck one of the officers in the leg with her vehicle and sped away. This reckless act triggered a brief but intense pursuit through the streets of Trenton.
He hit my car.
It went down in Trenton, New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to it though.
Called the police station. The guy told me to bring him to 225. He hit my car. He been hitting it with 4 ways and everything. I just need my car. I'm signed into this car.
Who is it?
Now you see her in the car and there, nigga explaining everything. Let's hear what this woman has to say.
Who is he?
That's my ex-boyfriend. That's my ex-boyfriend.
Were you downtown? On Lafayette
I don't know the name.
and Warren? Is that where it started?
No, it started on Spring Street.
Look this way for me. Look this way. Yeah, you were on Lafayette. Get your earrings still over there.
My earring.
So pretty much the police has caught her in a lie because she's saying that she wasn't there, but they said that they found her earring because they must have found some type of evidence at the crime scene, but they see that she's missing an earring and they see that the other piece of her earring is missing and the other one is in her ear. So clearly she didn't, she clearly didn't recognize that. But let's continue.
Yeah.
Oh, YouTube has to pay some bills, y'all. Hold on. YouTube has to pay some bills. Hold on, y'all. We about to get back to it. Hold on. We back.
262 dispatch. This is going to be what? Stop!
So as the police is talking to her, she decides to drive off. Drive off, wilding out. She almost hits the cop that has pulled her over, wilding out. Let's continue.
Oh, shit. We're passing Regal. There's a child in the back seat.
She's running.
She drives off wild and belligerent with a young child in the seat, ladies and gentlemen, totally disregarding the child's safety, totally disregarding the rules and regulations of the road, running from the police, wilding out.
Running. Stand by.
Stand in the car.
And she ultimately crashes into a car.
Have a sheriff hands. I have a gun. I'll shoot you. Why? Let me.
Now look at this woman. Look at her. I know a lot is going on, and I know I don't want to stop it every 5 seconds. But listen, a lot is going on. Now keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, there's a kid in the back seat. Instead of most mothers, right? Most mothers, if they got into a situation like this, let's say, this happened to be, they got into a situation like this where let's say they were scared by a police, pulling them over, or yada, 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 whatever, right? Most mothers would get out the car and the first thing they would do was check on their baby, make sure their baby is safe, make sure their baby's not injured, make sure the baby didn't fall out the seat, make sure the baby didn't go through the front window in the car accident. This mother totally disregards that. Jumps out the car and starts dashing off. Doesn't even care about the safety of her child. Doesn't even care about the well-being of her child. All she cares about is running off and making sure that she gets off scot-free. This woman is a clown. But let's continue.
Get the down. Get the down. Get the down.
I'm getting your car.
I'm scared. One detained, dispatch. One detained.
I'm just scared.
It's gonna be across of 548 North Clinton Avenue. Stay with the baby. Stay with the baby.
Is she on?
Now the police in this whole kerfluffle here. Now they're trying to figure out, how's the baby doing? Is the baby okay? Is the baby, they're trying to figure out because they realize they have such a stupid mother, an idiotic mother, a mother that cares about she doesn't care about nobody but herself. And I pray that CPS takes the baby away from this woman. This woman is a total piece of excrement. That she would do this. But let's continue.
Under arrest?
Yes.
All right, we got the baby. Huff, don't let go
Thank God.
of the baby. Don't let go of the baby. Huh? Don't let go of the baby. Just put him in the car. Put him in the car.
You're just a part of it.
You gotta kidding me.
Wait, my city out. Can you put my city back?
Even the police are like in, total disbelief that this mother would do something so ridiculous.
Why are you running?
Because I'm scared.
Scared of what? Why are you running?
I can tell you.
All right, we're gonna get in the car. We're gonna figure this out.
All right. But wait,
Who you?
Get my baby?
No, you did. Oh, now
Get my baby. Oh, now you're worried about the baby. Now you're worried about the child. But when you dashed off, when you crashed the car, when you hopped out the car, Didn't even care. You didn't even look back in the back seat. Is the baby okay? Did the baby suffer any injuries from the crash? Is the baby, is the baby doing okay? Are they, are they unconscious? Do they have a concussion? You're not even worried about the baby. The first thing you do is hop out the car and start dashing off. You are a piece of excrement, Tempest. Let's continue.
Now you're worried about the baby. You worried about the baby now?
Even the cop is saying it. Oh, now you're worried about the baby. Now you're worried about the baby, right? You wasn't worried about the baby when you dashed off.
Crash in front of 528 North Grand Avenue.
In the car. Hey, did you go over her?
Before I get in, can I just catch my breath? I really can't breathe. I'm scared.
You can breathe.
I watched video. No, I really didn't. Can I please catch my breath? They're caught in that car. I really can't breathe. Can you roll the window down?
We don't care about you not being able to breathe, okay? You just dashed off with your baby in the back seat. You didn't have a care in the world, but you want us to sit up there and have some care for your well-being. But you didn't care about that child's well-being, did you, Miss Tempest?
Roll the window down, please.
Yes.
Just get in.
What the f is going on?
I'm about to tell you. Open the door.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
The cop doesn't want to hear it.
Okay, I'm about to tell you though. I will tell you.
Listen, I ain't the one. So whatever tricks you trying to pull right now, it ain't gonna fucking work.
And how much you want to bet? I believe that cop is a mother. That cop is probably a mother, and she is probably like befuddled at what this woman just did right now.
Just scared.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
All right. All that taking off running,
I swear to God.
you're done.
I was just scared. I was just scared, ma'am.
What's your first and last name?
Tempest Isom. I can't breathe back here.
Because you were running. Because
You was running like a wild slave. You was running, and like honestly, I really can't even find myself making too many jokes because the fact that you would sit there and leave your child in the back seat, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this was a total case of negligence. This woman literally threw her child's safety to the wayside. All she thought about, nor she cared about, was getting away. But Tempest, we're not letting you get away. We're not letting you slide off. You are a terrible mother. You are not a good mother. And CPS needs to take that baby away from you. You are a clown.
No, it's not just that. Ma'am.
She's in the back seat, nigga explaining everything. Get to the point.
What's your first and last name?
You hear me? I-S-O-M.
I need your last name first.
That is it.
What is it?
I-S.
Relax. Oh.
M as in Mary. Can I please?
Oh, what?
M as in Mary.
Uh-huh.
My first name is Tempest.
T-E.
Your first name is Clown. Last name, Bad Mother.
M.
Uh-huh.
P-E-S.
P-E-S.
T-T.
T-T.
Yes. Ma'am.
Listen to me. What's your date of birth?
Me at the second one. But ma'am, I was just scared. They tried to jump me, and I called the police.
Sound like a bunch of niggas playing it to me.
Dispatch, there's gonna be one insane with the unknown trouble downtown. I cannot believe you did all that with. What are you moving for?
I'm just trying to talk to you. Stop. I'm not a threat. I know I did something stupid, but I'm not.
How old is your kid?
He's 3. Wherever you get him, sir.
If you know you did something stupid, then why did you do it? Why would you ride off? Ride off. That was bad enough. And then you ultimately, in riding off, you crash into a car. That's bad. Then ultimately, you hop out the car. You don't care about the safety, the well-being of your child. You just run off and do the dash. What an idiot. You are an idiot, Tempest.
Sir,
and we're going in on you tonight.
DCPMP is going to be involved. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
They need to be. CPS needs to take the child from this woman because this woman is just an unfit mother.
Can I please speak?
Why were you running for?
Who, me?
If you are a mother and you're watching this, please Do not be like this woman. This woman is a total piece of excrement in my book. She's worse than the woman that left the child at home. The woman that left the child at home, she was pretty bad. She was a bad mother as well. But this is a woman who got into a car accident that she caused, crashes the car, totally disregards her baby's well-being just so she can get off scot-free. This is a disgusting individual, ladies and gentlemen.
Because I was scared.
Of what?
I didn't want, my baby don't got a car seat.
No, that's not. Try again.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've heard all day. Your baby didn't have a car seat. So why did you drive off? Why did you crash the car? And why did you run off? You idiot. You literally drove off because your car didn't have a car seat? Is that what you're trying to explain to me? Tempest, you are an idiot. You are a slore, a sloppy slore. And we're going in on you tonight.
Again.
Listen.
Try again.
Listen. I just bought the car.
Where'd you get the vehicle from?
Listen, I was trying to find the primary borrower because Santander Bank.
428 Warren. North Clinton.
Hey, what's up, St. Clair? Yeah, we going in on this mother tonight, man. She crashes the car with her baby in the back seat, and now she's nigga-splaining in the back seat. Let's see what she has to say.
I'm listening.
Okay. I was just trying to find the primary borrower because Santander told me.
262 dispatch.
We gotta pay some bills. Hold on. Let YouTube pay some bills. Hold on, y'all. YouTube gotta pay some bills, man. Let's get back to it.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I still have to talk, so.
Woman to woman, it has nothing to do with me trying to run.
Oh, you want to talk to her
I know
woman
I was
to
wrong.
woman now. Get out of
But
here.
what I'm saying is,
Coming in with 1 mail under arrest.
earlier today, I got a call from the
That wasn't woman of you to leave your child in the back seat while you drove off and ultimately crashed the car. And I mean, like, honestly, let's really think about that. The child could have went through the front window. The child could have been unconscious. The child could have succumbed to some type of injury while in the back seat. Now, keep in mind, there's no car seat in the back seat because she already admitted that there's no car seat in the back seat. So that kid could have flew through the front window and ultimately perish. That's what could have happened. You know, thank God that didn't happen, but that could have happened. And if that child had succumbed to some type of injury while in that back seat, the first thing she does is hop out the car and run. She doesn't check on the child's well-being. She just runs off. Sloppy.
I'm gonna move the car.
and they told me that in order to see, I feel like are you listening, bro?
I'm listening. Listen, if you want to play this game, we can play this game.
She wants somebody to listen to her nigga explain this stupid story, the stupid reasons why she did. Like, nobody wants to hear it. What's in the car? Are you drunk? These are the things that people care. These are the things that cops care about. They don't care about your stupid story about you got into some type of beef with your ex-boyfriend and you was mad or yada, yada, yada. Get to the point. What's in the car? Why are you running away? Are you drunk? Are you intoxicated? That's what the police care about.
But I'm going to tell you right now.
Listen.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
Not with me.
Ma'am.
Not with me.
Ma'am, I'm not that type of person. I'm just scared.
The female cop, she don't want to hear it because she just knows that she just up here nigga explaining this stupid story and she's not getting to the point. She's a terrible mother. She doesn't respect her. I guarantee you that female cop does not respect her in the slightest bit after what she just pulled. The fact she almost hit the female cop with the car, and then you got a child in the back seat that you totally don't care about, that you totally disregard their well-being. She's had it up to here with this woman.
If you're going to tell me a story,
I'm going to tell you the whole thing.
all right?
And nothing but the
Because this was called in a few times, so if you're going to sit there and lie,
I called it in.
okay, so let's try again, and then you could tell me what happened. And if you're not going to be truthful, then you could keep adding charges.
I'm not adding
All
nothing.
I agree, Sinclair. She has no maternal instincts. She has no maternal instincts. She literally hops out the car. She hopped out the car like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. She had no regard for this child's well-being. She didn't even look over it. Oh, are you okay? Are you okay, baby? Okay, I'm gonna run out and try to run away from the cops. She didn't do none of that. She just totally just did the dash. Just totally did the dash like TK. Did the race. And now the cops is getting on her case because she's a clown.
So what happened?
That's why I said it's no excuse for me running. I understand that's my fault. I'm not going to take blame that on nobody. Earlier today, Santander Bank called. Tariq in the Nissan truck, he is my, what do you call it? The primary. I'm the co-signer. We broke up September. I haven't had access to this car, right?
What does that got to do with you running away, you idiot?
The baby in the vehicle.
When we pulled up, he was climbing out of the front seat. Like, they went around to the earth, and we were right behind him. We pulled up, and he was literally...
So, think about it. Because the cop, the black cop, he's saying that when they pulled up, the kid was in the back seat. Now, he was crawling out of the back seat, out of the front seat, excuse me. He said that he was crawling out of the front seat. So, ultimately, I'm thinking that when the car crash happened, that the child ejected out of the back seat and went to the front seat. So, the impact from that crash must have caused the baby to go into the front seat. The first thing she does is run out the car. She doesn't even care. She doesn't even pick up her child to see if the child is okay, if the child has any injuries. She's a clown.
Coming in with one male under arrest.
So he was not strapped in or anything?
I don't know. We weren't on the stop. We came from headquarters when they asked for help. As we were coming, I guess the car took off on them. And they said she crashed. We pulled up. They went around the car. We were going to follow them, but then he crawled out of the driver's seat.
But when you found him, he was not strapped in or anything. Okay. Does he seem like he has any injuries?
I have Tim's coming to check him out just because
she totally did not care about this child, man. Totally did not care about this child. And I gotta say it, man. I mean, this is indicative of modern women, man. I'm sorry. I have to say it. This is indicative of modern women. What are modern women's priorities? What are they prioritizing? Are they prioritizing the safety of their child? I mean, we had one video, the last video I did, it was a woman who decided to leave the house with the child inside while she went off and go smoke weed. You got a woman here that drives off with her kid, gets into a car accident and leaves her kid in the car and runs off and does the dash. What are modern women prioritizing? Because it's clearly not their children. It's clearly not the well-being and the embedment of their children.
No, of course, but I'm just saying nothing obvious.
No,
okay.
He's not speaking.
Okay.
All right, so as we're coming down Southern, see these two cars on Perry just flying. So they blow the red light there. We start making our way to follow them. I hit the lights. They both pull over. I'm like, all right, cool. Get another unit out here because I'm not really sure what the hell's going on. Female driver with the baby.
I agree, Sinclair. Like, any of us that have like, a grandson or a little cousin or a little sister, we would do whatever to save them, to take care of them if we got into some type of accident. Like if I got into an accident and I had my little cousin in the car or something like that, or my little niece in a car or something like that, the first thing I'm doing is looking, are you okay? How are you feeling? Like, I'm checking on them. I want to make sure I'm not even going to care about how good I'm feeling because I know that I could go to a doctor. I know that I could get better, but I'm worried about that child. Is that child hurt? Is that child okay? The first thing I'm going to do is check on that child. This woman didn't do that. This woman totally disregards all of that. And I hope that the Trenton police charge her, and I hope ultimately she loses her child because this is just disgusting.
He's in this car. He said he's the ex-boyfriend. He might be the father of the kid. He was back there, stopped. So she stayed with him. I proceeded up to the further up car to talk to the guy and see what's going on. She fucking takes off. Okay. Basically brushes me. She starts taking off down this way. Get back in the car, come ripping down here. We got her disabled here. She takes off on foot. She runs towards the bar, goes down the sidewalk, into the parking lot, tries to get in someone's car. Okay. And it's like, I got money. Like ripping on the door. Okay. Can't get out. She takes off on foot again, goes around the thing. We catch her right by the fence over there, right by Henson, whatever that is.
Okay. It sounded like to me she was trying to buy an 8-ball of crack.
Take her in the car.
And you know, some type of thing allegedly. You know, it went. Oh, the sale went sour. And, you know, maybe she was trying to run off with the cops. Now, I don't know if they found anything in her car. Hopefully they search her car and find out why exactly was she running for. Because clearly she was running for something. Because I don't believe that whole, oh, my child wasn't strapped in, that's why I rolled off like that. That's like, come on. That's like a minor infraction. They're definitely going to give you a ticket. They're definitely going to go in on you for not having a child seat or whatever. But that's not a good reason for you to run off with the cops and whatnot. That's not a good enough reason.
Custody there.
So, Santander's like, oh well.
Still in the back seat, nigga explaining everything.
If you got to get a record from the police station to show that he's not, obligating with the thing. I called the 989 number earlier. I spoke to a man first, and then I spoke to a lady, and then a man called me back, but the phone disconnected because it was a Wi-Fi call. And that officer was telling me to follow him to 225.
Nothing that she's saying is like connecting dots to me. Like nothing that she's saying is making sense why she ran. Like it's just a total Negro kerfluffle story that I just don't understand. I don't understand. Like where is it going? Like what are you like? What? Why did you run? Why? Give us that story. Why did you run? You talking about you called the 989 number. You was over at your ex-boyfriend's house and yada, yada, yada. Like, get to the point.
I was asking for an officer to meet me on Stuyvesant because I was in pursuit of the car. Because I'm never able to find this person to do what I have to do with this loan. You get what I'm saying? So I thought if I could call you, I don't know the law. I just know what they told me on the phone. So I felt if I call the police station, you know what I'm saying?
You know what you could do?
What?
Save your story.
The cop, she's not trying to hear it. She's not trying to hear it. Like, she's not trying to hear it because I'm going to be honest with you. I think that this female cop is a mother. And she, after what she saw she just did, she almost hit this female cop with the car, right? Then she crashes the car, and then she runs off with the child in the back seat. She's had it up to here. You almost hit me with a car, and then you crash the car, and it all goes into her character, bro. Because she sees this woman running away with her child injured in the back seat. Like, you can't tell me that a mother that would watch that would be absolutely disgusted with this woman.
Your story.
I wasn't being funny with you.
Save your story. That's what you can do right now. Right now, you're under arrest, so you know what? All that bullshit you're telling me right now,
like I said,
is bullshit.
I'm a grown
okay, because you ran off. First off,
scared.
You took off on us, put us in a pursuit.
Scared.
Okay?
I'm
You
not saying
crashed
it was right.
with all this with your child in the car.
I'm not saying it was right. I'm telling you, I'm scared.
So you put your son's life at risk.
Pretty much.
What it is? I will tell you, but just like you said, I'm messed up, and I don't want you to try to use it against me.
No,
What? We got enough against you. You drove off while the cop stopped you. You drove off. You crashed the car, and then you ran off with your child in the back seat injured. What are you talking about? Use something against you. We got enough on you.
Listen, you messed up on your end.
I know what I
all
did.
by yourself.
Listen,
okay.
I'm not saying that I'm perfect.
We know you're not perfect. What are you talking about?
262 dispatch. You can print her out.
Ma'am, I'm telling you some real stuff.
She makes absolutely no sense. Like nothing that she's saying is making sense.
This is what happened.
What are they doing? See what they're doing, Garcia.
This is what happened in the course of my night. You get what I'm saying?
Apparently there was a hit and run downtown.
Okay.
So all right. I'm guessing that, all right, he's saying that was a hit and run.
I guess as they're coming this way, she's on the phone with dispatch, trying to advise them.
The woman who's now under.
Okay, so I'm guessing that, all right, she got into a hit and run, and I'm guessing she tried to track some guy down, I guess the guy who did it or whatever.
Okay.
They pulled her over.
Okay.
Nadia pulled her
Right.
over. Okay.
I guess she was afraid of what the other party was going to do, so she just continued where she struck the car over here. And then
While Nadia tried to pull her over?
yeah. So
she struck 2 cars tonight.
there's a little bit of a...
We had both cars stopped. So when we got the...
But we still haven't got to, we still have not gotten to the point of why did she drive off? Why did she drive off?
Both cars stopped. I went to the first car that had the male occupant in it. She stayed back with that car, and they basically pulled over right behind each other. So I talked to the guy, I'm like, what's going on? She said, man, she's been following me for like an hour and a half, this and that. The car's smoking. And when as I'm talking to him, I asked him to get out of the car. Right as he's starting to do that, I hear that engine rev. I turn around, she goes flying by me, like brushes off me, and then comes down to here. We jump back in the car, go to hers. I mean, she had a baby in the car, so I'm more worried about that.
Of course.
By the time we got up to here, she already crashed. She gets out on foot, runs. She runs into this parking lot. There was a car that was leaving. She starts ripping on the door of the car that's leaving. It's like, I got money.
Wow.
I got money. Let me in. They're like, no, take off. They leave. We get out on foot, chase her around. We get her right out of the corner of that fence over there.
Mister,
I have it as
Wow.
Mister, I called
What?
today.
What type of allegedly? What type of drugs do you think was in her system? Allegedly, like what do you think was in her system this night?
I called the police station. I'm not saying that what I did was right. I'm just saying I
We
did
know
try
what
to
you
go
did
about it
wasn't right.
before it
You
got
don't have to
me.
keep telling the cop that.
Let me go.
Man.
Listen, you can ignore her. I'm about to go. Bring her.
Ride with you, you do by yourself.
I know y'all gonna arrest me. I'm not trying to talk my way out of it. I just want y'all to know what happened.
Yeah, you're not talking your way out of this.
In the beginning, I did do the right thing. I did exactly
You won't be able to nigga explain your way out of this, all right?
what the people told me to do, ma'am. If you don't want to listen to me because of the baby, I understand that. 362. I do.
That I ain't gonna lie. I think that's what it really is. I think that she ain't trying to hear her story at all, because after what she just did,
Call my mom.
and I don't blame the cop.
Give you my mom's number. The girl mom. I can give you her number.
Okay.
I'm not listening. Mister, please.
No, we're listening, go ahead.
I'm not making any excuses for what I did as far as the baby being in the car.
Okay.
I do take full responsibility. A few hours ago, I called the 989 number to the police station. I spoke to 3 different people, and I let them know my situation with the owner in the new car, and that I was asking for a cop to meet us.
Okay.
So that we could get the paperwork. It did go left field, but I honestly tried to do the right thing. I did not mean to put my baby in jeopardy.
She just sounds. She sounds ridiculous.
And I know that I ran. I know I was scared. The way he was.
Let's do this right
Scared of what? Who was you scared of?
It's the way he walked up and was like, "Oh yeah, you got a baby in the car seat." I was so scared.
Give me a minute. Let's take it down.
I'm scared.
Just take some deep breaths for me. Let's get it calmed down. Let us do what we got to do. We're gonna take care of the child. We're gonna make sure our number one priority is the child right now.
Can I just give you my mom's number?
We're gonna get it from you.
The number one priority is the child. The same child that you ran off and didn't care about when you got into that car accident. You just hopped out the car. You thought you was Charles Bronson the way you hopped out that car. You didn't care not a thing about that baby. Like you just jumped out that car. That's the number one priority. Since you couldn't be a mother, since you couldn't take care of the responsibility, since you couldn't do what was right, the cops are going to take care of the child now. And we're going to get CPS involved. And I want to thank the police for the fine police work.
All right, we're gonna get it from you. We're gonna get him. Listen. Like I said, our number one priority. We're gonna check. We're gonna have him get checked out. We're gonna ambulance call to make sure he's okay. That's number one priority.
How old is your child? He's 3 years old.
Nonverbal.
He's nonverbal.
Is the other gentleman the father?
No, he's my ex-boyfriend.
But is he the father of the child?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Huff is in the ambulance with the child on the way down.
Yes, ma'am.
Mommy,
Relax.
look, just look in here and see if the baby okay, please.
And round to her.
Mommy, I'm not a bad person.
All right.
I'm not a bad person. I take full responsibility.
I'm not a bad person, but I will leave my kid in the back seat and drive off. And and when the cops tell me to stop, and I'm not a bad person though. But I will leave my child in the back seat, bleeding, injured, while I run off, try to get away from police. What are we talking about here?
You got your nose up in the air at me because my baby was in that car. And I do understand that. But for the most part, you can't hear me out.
Can you give me a second? Listen, I'll listen to
We don't want to hear you out. Let's skip a few.
Downtown, he pulled over and he spit in my face.
You left it.
Rightfully so.
Okay,
Rightfully so. Whoever spit in her face, I wanna applaud you right now. I want to take this time out on the show to applaud you for spitting in this slor's face. Because clearly she's not a good human being to leave a young child in the back seat when she gets into an accident. So whoever spit in her face, I want to applaud you right now. You did the world a service. Okay, you deserve a damn Purple Heart for spitting in this woman's face. I ain't going front.
I'm not. Like I said, you don't have to talk to me like that either.
You almost an officer. So absolutely, I am going to talk to you like that.
I'm sorry. I did not know. I was actually scared.
And your own son at that.
I was scared.
The cop don't want to hear it.
Do you want to play?
The cop does not want to hear it. The cop has had it up to here with her. And I don't blame the cop. The cop just the cop does not want to hear this stupid story that she's trying to explain.
I'm scared, man. And I understand you going to feel the way that you feel, but at least try to be more understanding of the situation before it got.
Oh, we're not trying to understand you. You sound like an idiot. Let's continue.
I'm not.
And I was standing right there. I know, I was standing right there. You almost ran over my foot.
I did.
I'm gonna tell you what, no funny.
Come on, you.
I'm gonna tell you what, no funny.
You might not like me, but I'm not like that.
It's not about like, cause you tried that.
I did not. I was scared. I'm not scared.
You tried funny.
I'm not trying to listen.
I'm gonna meet you there.
You know what? You don't gotta threaten me because I didn't threaten you. I didn't threaten you.
No, you didn't threaten the cop. You just tried to run over with the car. That's all you did, right?
Wait 1 second. Can I just pull my pants up real quick? Sure. God damn. It's like soon as you get
please pull them up.
for somebody, that's just how you feel.
We don't want to see your blubber.
No. You know what you did wrong. I
didn't say that I didn't. I'm not playing the game with you.
Play the game while you
I'm not playing the game with you. I would never do that. It was wrong and I was scared. Y'all act like people don't be scared. And if your partner came up and you seen the stuff that you said.
This woman is a complete and total clown.
I told you what we
and men, this is a cautionary tale, man. A lot of you dudes, y'all be laying down with anything. Like y'all lay down with these women. They don't have no priorities. They don't have no morals. They don't stand for nothing. They ain't about nothing. All they want to do is bend over and take some limp tool for 2 or 3 minutes and smoke a pack of cigarettes and drink some Hennessy. That's all they good for. But I mean, you men are laying down with these women and procreating with these women. Like, I mean, listen, do you want to end up like this? Do you want to end up with a baby mother like this? Driving off, crashing the car with your child inside. I mean, do you want that for your child? Do you want that for your life? Like, a lot of you men need to wisen up, man. Gotta wisen up.
I understand. But you know when you stand up, it comes out a little bit more faster. I'm just asking, can I go piss?
They're just gonna ask you for your name and your
okay, I don't mind. I just want to pee. I'm on my period. Like, come on. Stay right here. Let her come. Let's talk to her. Answer the question. Oh, I have no problem with this. I just say that. Answer the question. You know what? She's seen me. She's.
Hush. No more talking.
She's seen me.
Yeah, please, just shut your mouth, please.
Come on, Kai. She's seen me.
What is wrong with this woman? Is she on some type of substance? Like, well, what's going on? What's with all the radical movements? Like, relax.
She seen me a few months ago.
Where did she see you? In the trap house? Where did she see you? Relax.
I'm not trying to talk my way out of what happened on East State. I was scared. But I do want to say, before everything happened, I did try to do the right thing and call here 3 different times today.
Yeah, you tried to do the right thing. You did call. We give you that. But everything you did after that was completely wrong. You drove off when the cops pulled you over. You crashed the car. You hop out the car with the child in the back seat injured. You didn't care. You ran off on the police. Like what? Like you did the one right thing, but you did everything else wrong.
To let this be known to an officer who told me to bring Tariq in the car to 225 headquarters. The guy in the Nissan. He got pulled over with me.
So I got her. Do you mind getting the packet for me?
So, let's get one, please. Can I just... I have a I co-sign to do all that. Now, I understand it turned into whatever the levels from you, but my whole thing was just to ask, can we refinance this car and can we get a police report done so I can give it to Santander Bank? I was scared. I shouldn't have did the rest of it. I just said the top one. Just because you don't like me, don't mean you gotta talk to me like that.
Nobody likes you. I don't like you.
I'm listening to you.
Can't listen to you talking.
You gotta understand. People do wrong things, but I'm
understand
to
that.
help me. I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you. I answered your question. Every time I say something, every time I say something to you, you get me song.
No, you're just trying to talk over me and say what you want to say.
Pretty much.
And I look at you and I'm like, damn, she my age. She can talk to me rather than the rest of these people that don't care. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so I can do that.
There's some respect that come with it.
Yes,
absolutely. I don't have no disrespect.
You don't have no respect, so why should the cop respect you?
You might feel like
I mean, come on, look at you. Look at the way you're acting wild and acting erratic. You don't care about your child. Like, why should somebody respect you? Look at the way you act.
I was just scared because your partner scared me. Like that.
Relax. Let me do my process. Okay.
Total. This woman is a total piece of excrement, and I don't care. I stand by that, man. This woman is a total piece of excrement. Yo, shout out to Reese World. Shout out to Sinclair, man. Thank y'all for joining me. Yeah, man, that woman is a total piece of excrement, man. Total piece of excrement. Mother leaves her child in the back seat, ladies and gentlemen. Let me play my music. Hold on. Mother leaves her child in the back seat. I mean, I still want to know what was in that. I still want to know what was in that car. Did she have some type of substance? Maybe a firearm? Like, why are you running off with the thing in the back, with the child in the back seat? Putting the child's safety at hand. Like what is going on, man? And like I said, this is a cautionary tale for a lot of men, because there's a lot of men that, and we're about to shut it down. But there's a lot of men that procreate with these types of women, man, and it's sad because you're gonna procreate with these type of women, and just look at how they act. Look at how they move. Look at how they carry themselves. Like, the fact that a woman would do that. And like what Sinclair said, I agree. Like, where were the motherly instincts? Where were the motherly instincts? Most mothers that got into an accident like that, most mothers that, had, something like that had happened or whatever like that, most of them would have, the first thing they would have did was jump out of their seat and make sure that the kid was, the well-being of that kid was taken care of. The first thing would have did was they would have stayed in the car too. They wouldn't have jumped out the car and started doing a full yard dash. They would have, they would have actually cared and did something. They would have stood there with the child and just wait for the police to show up so they can get arrested, right? But I mean, it to me, it's just disgusting. Totally disgusting. Filth. That someone will procreate with someone like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Totally disrespectful. Yeah, I was bumping Reese World's music too yesterday too. He got some dope music, man. I was telling him about his music, man. He got some dope music, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. This video just really disturbed me. This video really disturbed me. Bothered me. When I seen this. The last video I did, it was a woman. She left her child. I don't know if anybody saw that, or if anybody that was here that first saw that video, but it was a woman. She leaves her child in the house while she goes off and smoke reefer. And she wanted to go smoke some Kush, some Bubba Kush, or some sour diesel. I don't know. And she leaves her child in the house and the police show up. That was bad. But when I saw this video, I was like, oh nah, this is way worse. Cause the fact that she got into an accident and the child is injured and she jumps out the car like Charles Bronson and starts doing a dash, I was just like, man, that's crazy, man. It's hard to top that. It's really hard to top that, man. It is really hard to top that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on, let me put this thing here. Hold on. Yeah, but that's crazy. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I'm really disgusted, and I'm gonna continue to do videos like this on women that act like that and women that behave like that, and I'm going to be showcasing some men that act like this too, because we got to be fair and balanced, because there are men that do these dumb things as well. So we got to be fair and balanced. I got to show videos of men who act crazy when dealing with the police. But I got to tell you, man, it's a lot of videos of women, man, acting like this. There's a lot of videos. I mean, mostly every time I see like a video that I want to like react to, like I go to like Blue Cam Watch. I'll go to like Karen Cam. It's like different like body cam videos that be out. It's mostly women. And I ain't gonna lie, it'd be a men every now and then. They post a man doing something stupid or getting arrested for something dumb or whatever. But the most outrageous stuff, like the outrageous stuff, it's mostly women. Cause and don't get me wrong, cause I can't lie. Every now and then it'll be a guy doing something stupid that get arrested and it'll be funny. But if you want to say like the funniest videos or the most outrageous videos or the most like crazy videos or the most things that are like probably more relatable, it's mostly the women videos. It's the videos with the females acting crazy, man. I gotta say, man. You would adopt her kid? Reese World, would you adopt? Let me ask this question, Reese. Are you the type of dude that if you were dating a woman, right? This is something I want to know. If you were dating a woman that she had, she's a single mother, would you take care of that child? I'm curious. I want to know. Would you take care of a woman's child if she was like a single mother? Let me give you the scenario too. Let's say the father just got out of prison, right? The father, he just got out of prison like a week ago, right? And let's say she's bad. She's bad, right? She's bad and she has a child. The child is young. Child is like, let's say 3. Would you take care of that child? I need to know. Would you take care of that child, man? Would you feed, clothe? And I'm talking about really being there for the child. I'm not talking about, you pull up once a week with some McDonald's. I'm talking about really taking care of the child, man. Yeah, let me know. Would you take care of the child, man? I need to know. Yeah, I mean, it is an epidemic of women losing control. I agree. I think because, I'm going to be honest, I think that we're just at this point in American culture where just, what people don't realize is that, American society is pretty much young. I mean, America is a baby. America is like, and there's no place in the world like America. And I think that the fact that there's no place like America and there's no place that has American women. And I think that we're in a point in history where women have never had this much power. Women have never been able to like really act this loose and act this wild and to really let their hair down. And I think that, I think we're seeing the repercussions of that. I mean, we've seen men do it, but now we see that, women are doing it now too. You're 23, so you wouldn't date a single mother? Why not? When I was 23, I wasn't like, dating them. I wasn't dating them like, like exclusively. Like I would like, just, a little one night stand, talk a little bit on the phone. But I mean, at 23, like you gotta think, bro, when you're 23 years old, you're a high commodity for MILFs. I don't know if you know that, but you're like a high commodity for MILFs. And guess what? The MILFs, they're not expecting you to like wife them up. They just want some D and a good time. Like, most MILFs, and I'm talking about women that's like, because if you're 23, a MILF should be 30s and up. So 30, 40 and up. That would be a MILF to you if you're 23, right? So most women that are that age, that are dating men that are 23, they're not looking to get cuffed up. They're not looking to they're not even looking to get wined and dined. They just want some D. They want you to pull up, drop off some D. They want to cook for you, maybe spend the night. And that's about it. They know you probably got other younger girls that you're talking to that's your age and stuff like that. They're not like on it like that. So I mean, to me, in my opinion, a woman that's like 30, 40 that's a single mother, I mean, that's not a bad situation for a 23-year-old. In my opinion, I don't think that's a bad situation. Yeah, that child, I'm gonna be honest with you, that child needs to be adopted, man. That child needs to be adopted. They need to take that child away from that woman. That woman, oh my goodness, man. I can't imagine. Can you imagine what that child's life is like? Because when people see these videos, they only see like that one, they only see the situations that are happening around. Like, can you imagine that child's life at home? Like, imagine like the nonsense, the traumatic things that child is going through. Like, I could only imagine what that child is going through. If you got a mother like that, it just makes you like feel sorry for a lot of these kids, man, that are growing up. Like, if you got a mother like that, like, I can only imagine what your child, what your home life is like. Yeah, there's a lot of men that stay. I agree, Sinclair. There's a lot of men that stay because of the child, but I think that that's a bad idea. I mean, honestly, the best thing to do is just to take care of your child, man. Just take care of your child, man. Take care of your child. That's all you got to do. Take care of your child, man. You ain't got to stay with the woman just because, I got to do it for the child. Like, that's nonsense. It's like, I think that's complete and total nonsense. There's a picture that I saw. Let me see if I can find it. That it sums up what you're saying. And it's like, the picture, the picture is so stupid. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Dang, hold on. All right. Let's see if I can put it on the screen. There's a picture, and it's like a mother and a father. Nah, it's a mother and a father, right? And in the picture, you got like a baby in the middle. What they saying like, oh, we're doing it for the child. I don't know why I can't take this thing down. I won't be able to probably put it up. Yeah, my thing is stuck. Why the thing won't come down? All right, here we go. Yeah, there's like a picture. Let me see if I can find this picture. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it first. Yeah, there's like a picture. In the picture, it's like two single parents, and they have a child together. And in the picture, well, the father has "I hate her," and the mother has "I hate him," and then the young child in the middle has a shirt that says "But they do it for me." Let me see if I can find. When I saw that, I was totally disgusted, and it shows you like, yo, like, honestly, if you're in a bad situation with a woman, you need to get out of there. Don't sit there and think that you could work it out with a toxic woman. Like, listen, if you messed up and you had a child with a woman you just messed up. You know, you got to take care of your responsibilities and, you know, do what you got to do. But to stay, I mean, listen, man, it's not worth it. No, go find yourself a woman that's going to hold you down, that's going to be loyal. Let me see if I can find that picture, because when I saw that picture, I was just like, yo, man. Because that picture kind of sums up a lot of men and women that are in that type of situation. Like, where's that picture, man? I know I found it. Bet I found it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Hold on. Found the pic. Hold on. Here go the picture right here. Now tell me this ain't some nonsense. Now look at the picture, right? These are two single parents, right? They've had a child together, right? Now look at her shirt. The shirt says, "I hate him," right? And look at his shirt. "I hate her," right? And look at the child's shirt. But they do it for me. This sums up a lot of relationships, a lot of black relationships. This sums up a lot of people that had children together. And it's sad because, you know, they stay in these toxic relationships. They stay in these toxic things, and they ultimately damage the child, to be honest with you. Like, listen, if y'all can't figure it out, if y'all can't make it work, if y'all can't get on one accord, then listen, y'all need to do what's best for the child. But I mean, like, what are y'all gonna stay together and just hate each other for the rest of y'all lives while you know trying to raise this child? I mean, the child is just gonna have a chaotic and toxic life, and it's sad. But yeah, when I saw this shirt, I was just like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like, this sums up like what's going on in the black community right now. People, you know, in relationships that don't want to be in relationships, you know. Talking about they doing it for the kid. Like, you ain't doing it for the kid. Yo, Reese World, man, why you hating on the Cougars, man? You wildin'. You got to get yourself a Cougar, man. Listen, man. When I was like around your age, when I was like 23, I was dating girl. First of all, when I was your age, I looked at older. I had a full beard. I had a full beard at 18, so I always looked at older, so I could always talk to older women. they always thought I was like in my mid-20s. So, like, yo, man, if you could pull some MILFs, man, a MILF is a good situation. And you know, the thing about a MILF, though, I'm gonna tell you right now, every man knows this when they get a little seasoned. The thing about a MILF, a MILF will let you bust inside of her a million times. She would not care. And that's where a lot of young men get messed up at, because they mess with these MILFs and they shoot off a whole load into them. Because a MILF will let you. A MILF will let you shoot or bust a whole load inside. I'm telling you from experience, a MILF will let you go crazy inside of her. And she will not give a absolute damn about it. I'm telling you. And a lot of young men get messed up because they never been in a situation like that where where older woman is like pretty much just draining them. Like I'm telling you. So a lot of men, when they mess with these older women, they get turned out. I'm telling you. So that's a thing to know, man. Like, if you're gonna mess with a MILF, that's something you should know. Like, a MILF will drain you. A MILF will, like, you know, she'll put some experience underneath your belt, man. So that's one thing to look out for if you're messing with a MILF. But if a MILF is not your thing, they're not your thing. But I mean, in my opinion, a MILF is not a bad situation to have. Come on, man, you're not focused on dating, Reese. Come on, man. You're 23. What are you talking about? You're not focused on dating, man. You a young buck. You a young buckaroo. You a young buckaroo, man. Come on, man. Gotta get out there and date, man. Get out there in the scene, man. Gotta rock out with you, you know. Nah, I feel you though. I mean, I hear you, man. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I had a full beard when I was like in high school. Like when I was in high school, I had like a full beard, man. They thought I was like left back or something like that because my joint came in mad thick, and I didn't know how to shave or nothing like that. So every time my hair was growing on my face, I would shave it like right away. So my thing just came out thicker and thicker and longer every time I would shave it. I was mad young getting beards, and then I was like, man, yeah, man. But having a beard, man, at a young age, that's a good thing, man. You talk to, because I ain't gonna front. Like when you're young, when you're like in high school, and you might see like a older woman, they gonna know right off the back. If you ain't got no facial hair, they gonna know right off the back. Oh, this is a little nigga. I ain't talking to him. But if you come through, you young, you got the beard. You got the full beard. You talk to an older woman and you're like in high school, they gonna give you some play, cause they're not gonna know. They're gonna like kind of assume, oh, like he looked kind of young, but he has a full beard. The beard will fool a older woman. Like I know, like I've been through that. I had like a full beard in high school. Older woman would think that I was like, like in my mid-20s or something like that. Crazy. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Sinclair. That's how it happens, man. People ruin their lives. What you saying is 110% true for 20 minutes of fun. And you saw that woman, like, come on. Could you imagine, Reese, could you imagine procreating with that type of woman? Just imagine, let's say, hypothetically, right? And let's not use her, because she might not be your type. I understand. Let's use a different woman or whatever, right? But can you imagine procreating with a woman that acts like that? Not her, but a woman that acts like that, like a woman that would get into a car crash, leave her baby inside of the car and run off. Like, could you imagine having to deal with that as a father? And knowing that you got to deal with this woman for the next 21 years of your life. Like, I'll be honest with you, I've dated women, and like we'll break up or whatever, and I'll look back at them, I see like, the things that they dealing with, how they acting or whatever, and I'll be like, man, I dodged a bullet. Like, honestly, like I've dodged a bullet. Like, when you see how a lot of these women act, you should be thanking God that you didn't, procreate with them, man. You got to procreate with, with someone that's worth it, at least. Someone that's, worth something. Someone that's like, valuable, that adds some, peace and stability to your life. Yeah, man. Yo, Reese, you 23 years old. Why are you not dating, man? That don't make no sense. You're 23. Why aren't you dating, bro? Yo, like, what's good? Yo, Reese, can you like tell me what's going on with this generation of young men, yo? It just seemed like, like, I don't know, man. Cause I took an Uber a couple weeks ago, right? And I was in an Uber with a young man, right? And like, he was like 20, he was like around your age, and he was like telling me, yo, man, I'm thinking about going into the military. And I was like, yo, why you want to go to the military? He was like, man, my life has no purpose right now. Like, I have no purpose in my life. And like, he just sounded like real down and out. And I was just like, bro, like, how old are you? He was like, yo, I'm like 20. He's like 22, 23. And he was like telling me how he had no purpose. I was like, bro, you're 20. You're in your early 20s, bro. Why do you want to go to the military? You got your whole life in front of you. Like, you're 20 years old. Like, yo, nobody at 20 had their life figured out, bro. I don't know if a lot of young men know that. I don't think they understand that. Like, nobody at 20 nobody at 22 had their life figured out, bro. Like, it's not like, when people in high school and they graduate, it's not like they just, absolutely know what they're going to do or what they're going to be doing or, where they're headed in life. Like, nobody had their life figured out that young, man. It takes time. You have to figure yourself out. You got to figure out who you are. You have to get some experience underneath your belt. Like, and I'm just like, man, like a lot of these young men, and then I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of young men, they get caught up in the, you know, they watch the Andrew Tates, they watch the Kevin Samuels, they watch the Fresh and Fits, and I see how, like, you know, their mind gets caught up in that manipulation, because, you know, we all see what's going on with modern women, we all see how they're acting, and, you know, they listen to these men and they think that these men have the answers, and, you know, they don't necessarily have the answers, because sometimes it's a little bit more complex than what it is. But I mean, it's interesting though. It's interesting. Bro, it's not no lack of testosterone. But you know what? You might be on to something, because a lot of young men, they watch a lot of PORN. They watch a lot of adult entertainment. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're a young man and you're watching a lot of adult entertainment, it's gonna fry your brain. It's gonna absolutely fry your brain. I would tell any young man, do not watch any adult entertainment, bro. Don't do it. Totally, like, I'm talking about totally refrain from it. If you gotta block it off your phone, my advice would be to get a gym membership so you could burn all of that energy off, and, like, you know, get a couple dating apps and talk to a bunch of women to burn that off, man, because it's not a good habit, man. A lot of young men, they're dealing with a lot of addiction from adult content. I don't want to say the word, but, you know, PORN, because, you know, it's algorithm based, but a lot of them are dealing with that, man. And what you're saying is true. I think it is a lack of testosterone, and you got to think, when you're beating the drum all the time, you're losing a lot of T levels. Your T levels are dropping if you're always, you know, beating the drum. Yeah, man. Nobody had it figured out at 22, bro. Nobody had it. Nobody. I'm telling you, bro. You could look at like billionaires, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, billionaires. Even they didn't have it figured out at 22. Like, it was a lot of trial and error, man. Life is about experience, trial and error. It's a constant learning lesson, bro. Nobody's gonna figure it out at 22. Nobody's gonna figure it out at 22. It's not possible, man. It's not. Life is about trial and error, trying to figure it out, the right recipe, trying to figure out what you want to be doing, what you like, what your interests, what's gonna make you happy, what makes you tick. Like, nobody's gonna figure it out at 22, man. You got a lot of life to live, man. And when I was in the car with that dude in the Uber, I was just so confused. He was talking about his life had no purpose, and like, he wanted to join the military. I was like really telling him, like, bro, like, your whole life is in front of you. Like, don't go to inside of the military, and, you know, and then, you know, you enlist into the army, and the next thing you know, we're in a war, and then you catch a slug in your mug for nothing. Like, just because you felt depressed, you know, at a certain point in your life, I mean, it's not worth it, bro. You got a lot of life to live, and I see it, man. Yeah, man. That, I'm telling you, that PORN addiction, man, it's serious, bro. It's serious, bro. Like, don't do it, man. Go get yourself. I would advise any young man, I'm telling you, go get yourself a gym membership. Go get yourself a couple dating apps. You know, talk to every woman that you encounter. Try to flirt, and, you know, try to, you know, get your, you know, get your Mac on, you know, and do what you got to do. But that PORN addiction, that adult content addiction, is serious, man. It'll drain you. It'll suck you dry if you let it. You know, you gotta whatever you gotta do. You gotta block your phone or whatever you can do, man. Don't end up, you know, rubbing one out every day, man. You know, just addicted. Can't do it, man. Cannot do it, man. But yeah, I had to make a video about this woman. Just, you know, she just absolutely piss me off. Yeah, man, that's good. Yeah. Turn your addiction into a better life, and yeah. Yeah, man, you gotta get in that gym, man. I'm telling you. The gym is the way, man. You're right. Get it, because when you get into that gym, it burn like it'll burn off a lot of that energy, man. It'll burn off a lot of that energy, a lot of that, because a lot of it is like pent up energy, man. Like you go into a gym, lift some weights, get on that treadmill, burn a lot of fat. Your mind won't be on that stuff all the time. Your mind will be a little more focused, a little more, like the dudes that be in the gym, they don't be watching that stuff, man, because their mind is not focused on that, because their mind is goal oriented. They're lifting weights. They trying to maintain their T levels, because they know that they're gonna need T levels to lift weights. They're gonna need T levels to lift this weight. You know what I mean? Pick this up and do it. They need all of that, so they can't do that. Yeah, man. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. But yeah, man, that PORN addiction is serious, man. Just get away from it altogether, man. Just whatever you gotta do. If you gotta block it, if you have the strength to just say, nah, I'm not gonna watch it, I'm not gonna look at it, I ain't even gonna be on it. And I ain't gonna lie, Instagram too, man. Because Instagram, I ain't gonna lie, it's almost like softcore. Because because you're gonna see images on your phone of women that you like or women that are attractive. So sometimes you may have to put the Instagram down too. Sometimes you may have to, just find the strength to say, yeah, I'm not gonna be on Instagram, because it's gonna be some girl on there with her behind all out, and like sometimes you gotta, put the Instagram down sometimes too. Sometimes you gotta do that, and look into things that you like, whether it be like a show or, other content that you like that's not like, adult oriented. To get your mind off of that, man. When your mind is constantly in that place of, sexual lasciviousness, when your mind is always like that, like that's a dark place to be. Like, because when your mind is constantly in that like sexual place, it's a dark place to be, bro. Like, I'm saying constantly, when your mind is always there. So think about it. You're going through the course of a day. You're going to work. You're going to meet your family, your mother, your father. You might go meet with your kids, or whatever you're doing, and your mind is constantly in that nasty lasciviousness sexual place. It's a nasty thing, man. You got to really like. And people that are like addicted to that, to the PORN, you got to realize like your mind is constantly there. You're constantly in that sexual place. You're constantly there. So like, it's like you can't even function. Your mind is always on that. You can't work right. You can't function right. You're trying to do your job at your job, and your mind is just on some BBWs and all these other categories. Like, bro, like you gotta chill, bro. You gotta you gotta get your mind out of the gutter, man. Gotta get your mind out of the gutter. Can't let your mind stay in the gutter, man. Nah, man, anytime, man. That's what I'm here for, man. To give some encouragement, to give some good advice, man. Hopefully enlighten people. Facts, man. But I hope y'all have a good night. Shout out to Sinclair. Shout out to Reese World, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Hope y'all have a good night, man. I may come back with another stream. I'm gonna see what happens. But y'all have a good night, man. Toodles.